Hello, Dako. There's an important game on Wednesday, but can I just ask you about the FA Cup first of all? Manchester City away, club that you know well.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about the prospect of going to the Etihad with Argyle?
Yeah, it's going to be good. It's exciting. I think not just for me on a personal note, but for the club and all the other players as well. I think we've played a lot of the big teams from the Premier League, and that's another big step for us as well. So yeah, it's exciting, something to look forward to for sure.
What are your memories of your time at Manchester City?
Just playing and training with some of the best players, some of the best young players in the country, and then training with the first team as well. Yeah, it was good just to be in that environment and improve. So yeah, it was really, really good.
How much sort of involvement and interaction did you have with some of the star names and the manager?
Yeah, it was like in and out. Sometimes with the 23s, you'd be called up to train with them, and then you get the opportunity to see them, how they train and how they work. So yeah, it's really helpful just to pick up those things from those players, and yeah, just to see them doing what they do week in, week out, like close and live in the flesh, was really good.
And playing at the Etihad, you know, would be great, wouldn't it? You know,
yeah.
to play in front of a full house there.
Yeah, for sure. I think I've played there with the 21s before. There was crowd there as well, but obviously it's not going to be as much as when we do play them. So it's going to be exciting and something to look forward to, definitely.
And beating Liverpool in the last round, what a fantastic experience that must have been for you and all the team.
Yeah, no, that was amazing. You could just see at the full-time whistle just how excited and happy everyone was, and there was a real togetherness, not just the players on the pitch, but from the fans, and even just like going home, seeing the fans around and people just speaking to you. Yeah, I could feel that it was really, really, really big for the club and just for Plymouth in general.
And what an FA Cup run! You've beaten 2 Premier League teams, and now you've got the Premier League champions to play next. It's remarkable, isn't it?
Yeah, I think obviously people didn't expect us to be doing what we're doing, but it's football. On the day, on the pitch, anything can happen, and that's the mentality that we're going into those games with, and we just need to keep doing what we're doing.
Now, of course, the important business is the Championship, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, the FA Cup's been fantastic, but the league is all important, and a game against Luton away on a Wednesday night, I mean, it's pretty important, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. I think everyone knows the importance of that game, and we're training, working hard to prepare for that game and just getting everything that we need to be prepared and ready to win that game for sure.
Because if you could go there and get the win, it might well take you out of the bottom 3, but it would certainly give everyone a really big boost, wouldn't it? I mean, there's a big incentive in this one, isn't there?
Yeah, definitely. I think everyone knows the importance of it, the players. We've been kind of preparing. Obviously, we had the game on the weekend, and we've looked back at that, and then we're also preparing for how Luton are going to set up and play against us. So we just need to make sure that, yeah, we know it's important, but there's details on the pitch that will help us to win, and we need to take care of that.
You had some fantastic results against West Brom, Liverpool, Millwall. Everyone was just a little bit off it on Saturday at Blackburn. Do you think? You know, it wasn't quite your day, was it?
Yeah, I think it was tough. I think obviously Blackburn are a really good team, and we stuck into the game. I think first half we defended well. We had a couple of chances, and there was an opportunity that we had where the ref said it was a foul. Yeah. I think it was Moose or Cal might have been in on goal.
Yeah, Moose, yeah. Didn't look a foul from where I was.
And that could have changed the game for us as well. But yeah, I think just obviously conceding early in the second half didn't help us, and it was tough. But I think that's gone now, and we need to focus on the next one and make sure that, like I said, we've looked back at that game today, and now we need to focus on what's next and be ready for that.
Everyone can see the difference that the manager's made in terms of the structure and the organisation. They're 2 words that he uses to us all the time. I'm sure he does to you as well. Can you feel the difference when you're out on the pitch? Do you have a good idea of what he's expecting from you and your teammates? Yeah,
I think it's clear in terms of what he said, like with the structure and being organised as a team, and making it difficult for teams to kind of have the joy on the ball that they want, making sure that we're mentally switched on, ready for anything, and helping each other and fighting together for sure. I think tactically there's been a change, and I think it's been really helpful, especially obviously in the games against Millwall, Liverpool, West Brom. So yeah, I think everyone's buying into it, and we're working hard to keep the results going. 14
league games to go. It's beginning to count down now, isn't it? There's a lot at stake. What are your thoughts going into these final sort of really important games?
Just stay positive and be ready for anything. I think as a team we need to be together. As a club we need to be together as well. It's one thing to know the importance of it, but not just letting it affect how we are playing. We have to make sure that we're switched on and just focused on football, and not let anything get in that way. So not let any noise or whatever anyone's saying, as long as we focus on the pitch and doing the right things.
One last one for me, Dako. The club's had an open training session today. Lots of fans have come to see you. You know, it's quite a sight, isn't it? You know, normally you're training away at Harper's Park and there's no one there.
Yeah.
You know, what was today's experience like for you? And, you know, obviously great for the fans to see you, but what's it like for the players?
No, it's good. It's exciting. It's something different training. It's like, it felt not like a game, but it felt like, you know, with the crowd, similar to a game. Yeah, just them being there, kind of interacting with them and signing as well. So yeah, I think it's good, not just for the fans, but us as well, just to be able to interact and hear what the fans have to say as well.
Brilliant. Thanks very much for your time, Dako.
No
Good luck on Wednesday.
Thank you.
Hi, Miron. What are you expecting from Luton first coming up on Wednesday?
It's a massive game for both of us. If you just purely look at the ranking and the table, then you know it's an important one, and it's a 6-point game, no doubt. We have to deal with this situation, and I think we are dealing well, because we showed also in the last couple of weeks that we know in the situation we are in it, and we are ready also to face this. And this is an important one, and we have to stay calm, with a cool mind, but organized and structured at all time. And I think if we can manage to do this, we will have also our opportunities to be successful. The plan is to go there, to perform, and to keep the 3 points. And
just on today, you've had the open training session with all the fans. How important is it to have the supporters on side and with basically supporting you from the field?
Yeah, I think it was just a fantastic experience having an open training session with almost 2,500 people over here. Felt just like a perfect experience, and I think we should do this way more often and not just 2 times in a year, because the connection is just purely there between the team and the Green Army. They can always count on us that we are giving it all, and we can always count on their support at the home park, and also especially away. So the connection is just there, and it was really a nice feeling. I'm a little bit sorry it was so cold today, so I felt a little bit sorry. I said it already to the staff that I feel a little bit sorry for the fans sitting there in this cold, but it was a very nice experience.
Did the turnout of the amount of fans turning out, did that surprise you today?
Yeah, actually, yeah, because it's not very common in Belgium. It's not very common in Austria. That's why for me it was very positive. And again, having 2,500 people here in this cold shows that we can always count on the support of the Green Army.
Brilliant, thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, Miron. Could you give us an update on Ryan Hardy, please?
Very difficult, because we're going to have the scan tonight, 5:30. He was not able today actually to walk, so the time is absolutely against us for Wednesday. But we will also not try to overpace his recovery and to push, because I think Ryan is just in a very good form, and we will need him. There are still a lot of games to play, but we are running a little bit out of time for Wednesday. But let's see tonight. I will know more.
What is the problem, as you understand it? What is the injury?
I think it has something to do with his back, with his disc, and also the nerve. I think the nerve is exactly, I'm not an expert in this, but trapped exactly in between, where it makes it extremely difficult for Hardy simply to move. I mean, I'm speaking even about walking. So it's a race against the time.
A trapped nerve, it sounds like, I think.
Eingeklemmter Nerv. It's a trapped nerve, yeah? Now I got it. I have to think always in 4 or 5 languages. It's never easy.
You're on about your 3rd or 4th language. Where does English rank in your languages?
Language is my 3rd language.
Yeah?
Yeah, English is my 3rd language, yeah.
Crikey.
And I'm normally very good, but sometimes in my brain I have 5 different words in 5 different languages, and I have just to pick one, and it's a trapped nerve.
We struggle to speak in English, Miron, so the fact that you're on your 3rd language and you still give us some good answers is great. So Ryan might not be available for Wednesday, but hopefully not a sort of long-term thing, something that could rule him out for a long time.
Yeah, but that's the thing we have now to figure out and to find out. And I will not take any risk also with Hardy, because it's an important one, no doubt. But there are 13, 14 other important games, and what we manage over the last couple of weeks is always to looking for solutions, and not only the problem. We had some problems there or here, no doubt, but we always look for solutions. So in worst case scenario, if Hardy is out, there are still solutions inside our frame and inside our squad, and we will try to find the best possible solution, even knowing that just replacing goals like this is never easy, especially a big confidence boost like Hardy has right now. But again, there are a lot of other guys waiting. We just need to maybe change and adapt something, but this should not be a problem.
Michael Obafemi is another striker of yours who hasn't been in the squad for the last 2 games. Can you tell us why that is?
Yeah, unfortunately, he was on a very good way. That's why also we rewarded him with minutes against West Brom, with minutes against Liverpool. I think he did it very well. He was very annoying in the training, and I like this a lot. But unfortunately, he got sick, so we missed him. For the last game, but he was part of the trainings group today, and we have green light for him, so he will be part of the selection again.
And some of the fans here told me that Adam Randall didn't train today.
He had also an important appointment because there are some issues with his hip for weeks already, but he's 100% fit and ready to play on Wednesday.
And what about Pleggy and Joe Edwards? Are they close to returning? Could they be available?
Mm-hmm. I think good news on both players. I think Joe from this day on green lighted. The only thing right now Joe needs is a big week for us on 100%. It's not possible having 3 games per week, but we have finally the green light from the medical department to throw him in. He will just need a little bit of time to adapt actually to the team load. It's easy to adapt and to tick all the boxes individually, but if the team is something different, and I think we are also in a very good way with Julio, and his return should be for Saturday.
For Saturday,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's good news. Malaki Boateng, you brought in. We saw him briefly against Liverpool.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't had minutes since. Is he fitness-wise? How is he? Is he up to speed? Is he okay?
Yeah, I'm very happy with him, and I think he showed also, improved also against Liverpool, the value he can add to our team. And I don't think it's an easy game entering the last 15-20 minutes against Liverpool, and he did it fantastic to finish it together with Dako. The only little issue that we just go from game to game, we don't have trainings time. And there are a lot of things he has to understand tactically. And he just purely missed this right now because due to the heavy schedule, we have actually more recovery sessions than real sessions. We're playing game by game, and it will just take him a little bit of time. He misses simply trainings, pitch time and session. And he's on a very good way, and he's very close to the team. And as soon as we have a clean week, that will be also his next step towards to the starting 11 and towards to be selectable. Liverpool was a clean week, so he can be involved in everything, and I rewarded him also with game time. Mala is on a very good way, and he will also play a big role for us.
Luton on Wednesday. Luton were in the Premier League last season, so I think everyone's surprised to see them where they are in the league table. What have you seen? What are your thoughts on Luton from the research and the homework you've done on them?
Mm-hmm. In a struggling situations, very similar to us just a couple of weeks ago, and I think they played a fantastic game against Sheffield. They should win this game. I watched yesterday, rewatched the game, so it was a lucky away win for Sheffield. I think Luton put a lot of pressure, created a lot of goal-scoring opportunities, but just in this situation where they are, you need also a little bit of luck, and they missed that the last time. So it's up to us to make sure that we are way more defensive stable than Sheffield was the last game, because we cannot allow them 4, 5, 6 clean goal-scoring opportunities. They will score. So that's why we need to be very clean again, and I think we made some very good progress over the last couple of weeks in terms of our defensive structure, but also be clean and better after the regain, because that was the missing link against Blackburn, because we had a lot of regains again, but a little bit sloppy in transition, and we need our transition threat, because you saw against Liverpool that we can be very dangerous, against Millwall that we can be very dangerous. So it will be a tight game, a very physical game, a very direct game, very similar to Millwall. Luton at home, nothing easy over there, But I think if we can keep our structure and then having a cool mind, we can be successful.
And one of the good things for you is that the Green Army have bought all the tickets. It's going to be sold out for the away fans. You know, a Wednesday night in Luton, that's good going, isn't it? That will help the team surely.
That's brilliant. It's good news. I was not aware of this. This is just an extra motivational boost for us, like Brentford, like Sunderland, also like Blackburn. So we are very, very much looking forward to challenge Luton together.
Just one last one for me. The Hull City game, on March the 1st has been moved to Tuesday the 4th because you're playing Manchester City. So you're playing Saturday night against Manchester City away, and then on the Tuesday night you're away to Hull. That's not ideal, is it? Have you any thoughts on that and how little time you'll have between the two games?
Oh, we just stay over there. Ali, we will not return anymore. Okay, we just stay in Manchester.
Okay,
and problem is solved.
Is that the plan?
That is the plan to maximize the recovery of the players.
Yeah. So that makes sense. That's a good thing to do, and gives you the best possible preparation for another important league game, I suppose.
That's exactly the plan. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Brilliant. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Miron, you understand must win in any language, don't you? It's the same in any language. Is this a must-win game at Luton?
Yeah, I think we had some of them, because we knew after the Burnley game we got to Sunderland, felt like out of nowhere we have to perform and grab something, and we did. And knowing that just a week later it's not enough to perform against West Brom, we need to deliver again and to take not only a point, to grab these 3 points, and we did. And we knew also, regardless what happens against Liverpool, because it was never about winning the game, it was always about performing this game. We have to go again against Millwall, and it's not about performing, it's about winning again. So we have this inside, this new mindset inside our locker room, and I think in a moment we just can deal better with the pressure. Pressure is part of our game, and the pressure will remain regardless of the result result of Luton. And I think we're just on a good way there.
Especially with Cardiff coming up. Yeah, they're two big games, and I've seen what you've said. It is right. You know, it must be a major blow though to have your informed goal scorer out of the game. Is that, you know, you're very good at solving problems. Is that something that you just think, well, we've got to get on with it? And
yes, that's exactly the mindset we have.
Yeah,
it's always thinking on solutions, because Hardy had his explosion as a goal scoring threat, or as a goal scorer again, because we also thought there in solutions, and it was not the number 9, it was the solution to come up as the right 10.
Yeah.
So, and right now Hardy is potentially not selectable. Let's rethink and readjust again, and I think we can do this. I would love to have Hardy on the pitch. Yeah. I think the way we also maybe struggled a little bit, especially then throughout the game later on, because we missed that transition threat with Hardy. But again, we just have to adjust and adapt other things, turn it just a little bit different, maybe moving players also somewhere different to be competitive again, and we will do this also.